recording. Start streaming. Streamlabs is going to bug me for no reason. Nothing I do on Streamlabs actually affects anything going to Twitch because OBS handles it, so I don't even know why. Alright, and I'm reading audio. I'll real quickly check the stream. Check, 1, 2, check, 1.
Check.
Check.
Alrighty.
X.
Should shut off. And hello, everyone. And, alright, looks like Zoltric won't be making it tonight. That's okay. And welcome to Derelict D&D, the only D&D game where rules matter sometimes, but sometimes more than others. Tonight with us we have Amber.
Hello, hello.
Vezran.
Hello.
All right. Burke.
Hey.
And Mateo.
Greetings.
Alrighty. You all find yourself once again in the Derelict pub, recently refurbished by some workers from the town you helped. It is a slow day in the pub. Kramlek is just kind of sitting back, pouring a drink, looking at the drinks being poured sadly. I think, Cool Demon, you're echoing. So if you have the stream up, you might want to make sure that that's turned down.
You think it's me?
I'll try talk. Is your mic on?
My mic's on.
Alright, I think you're fixed now.
Okay.
Right. Kramlek is watching the drinks being poured sadly, and Eric is sitting there. Good job, Kramlek. Oh. Is anyone doing anything?
I'm gonna say to Mateo. Mateo, I'm gonna distract Eric. You get Kremlin a drink. Hey Eric, I have something I wanted to ask you.
Yes.
Do you have any interesting stories?
Oh, an interesting story. Let me see here. Well, it was the summer of... I don't really remember. And he begins to tell a long-winded story about one time where he went out into the woods to exonerate a land, and he begins telling it. Mateo, what are you doing?
I'm currently finishing up with the carving of the runes onto my gauntlets. I'm basically just like I've got both pairs off, and I've got my carving tools out, and I'm essentially just finishing the etchings into the fiery runes for my gauntlets done. And as I look up and I'm appreciating my work, looking at, making sure all the arrays are in the right spots. I just sort of like flick my hands and say the word. We'll keep that a surprise for now. I haven't decided. And I light my hands on fire, and then I turn them off, and I walk up to the bar to have a drink with Burrick.
Ah. Your gauntlets ignite, obviously, as you said, and it is powerful stuff. Kramlek, let's see if Kramlek rolls enough to know that you're distracting Eric. He does not. He is just not very aware. He's just kind of sadly, here you go, have a drink, and he sets it down. Here you go.
I would like to
cast the spell Presentation.
What would you like to do?
I have to make the alcohol taste like water. No, wait, apple juice.
Okay. Is there any reason for that? Playing a
just
little
want to
4D chess?
Yeah, I want him to think that he actually gave him apple juice instead of actual alcohol.
All right. You see Eric as he's talking, he takes a well, that's interesting. Well, Kramlik, I suppose. Here, and he grabs a bottle and pours out a little bit. You can have some apple juice.
Oh, thanks. Delicious.
Does anyone actually know I cast a spell on it?
Well, let me roll perception.
So do I?
You could also just subtle spell, which is another way, if you want to use one of your sorcery points.
Do I have spells? No, I don't have spell spell.
Oh. Well, Eric has an inkling of an idea, but it's kind of like, fine, I'll give him this one. It doesn't even taste like alcohol, so Kramlik isn't going to feel as rewarded by it.
Alright. So, does anyone knows what Amber's doing?
Eric noticed, but he did not point it out.
Alright, as soon as she's cast that spell, you see her go back to what looks like to be scribbling and drawing something on a piece of paper. Does anyone want to roll perception?
Yes, sir.
I'll say roll a 14. So you have advantage or something?
His
no,
earlier
the
perception
perception
was
was-
for the spell. This perception is his second one.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so you see Amber what looks to be drawing a blueprint of some kind. And when we look closely, you see it appears to be something, but you can't tell what it is.
I just got to move over to Angerberg. Hey, so what's it drawing?
Oh, designs for my new toy. As you see, when you finally get a good look at her face, you see her goggles are down and she's smiling maniacally. You know, wide smile as if she's a little bit crazy.
Is it destructive?
Oh, it is.
I can't wait to see in action. It's preferably done on us.
When I reveal this thing to the world, some will fear me. Others wish they'll be me.
Well, good luck, that kid.
As you're speaking,
You just go. Oh, sorry.
as you're speaking, a man walks in. Looks like he is with a mail carriers guild, and he says, "I've got a delivery for the owner."
Right here.
And Kramlik walks over and it's a small box, fits about in your hand. And he looks at, he signs.
Here.
He takes his claw, opens it, and you see what looks like a small bell, and not like a clock bell or anything, like one of the bells that has a little ringer on it that you'd push for maybe a bellboy or service or something like that.
And he says, oh, didn't want to walk, did ya?
And you see this mail carrier leaves, and he sets the bell down, and the bell has a little word engraved into it, or a sentence that says, "Please ring for service." And he sets it down.
Well, you can
Before you,
I'm just gonna spam the bell.
Okay, as you ring the bell, you see a poof of magic appear from the corner. And you see a hobgoblin in a suit, well-dressed, business attire. Whoa! Hello, hello, hello! Bob Noblin, professional hobgoblin. Nice to meet you all.
Hello?
What's the hobgoblin doing here? How'd you appear from the bell?
Well, that's one of my service bells. When someone rings it, it calls me. See, Cramlick rolls his eyes. Great.
What kind of services do you provide?
What do you want, Bob?
Cramlick, my boy, I just need to borrow some of your adventurers here, see? Services I provide, young lady, well, I am a professional in all things magic items. I sell them, I study them, I've even made a few.
Oh, then maybe you and I can have some business later. As you see Amber roll up the blueprint and secretly put it in her bag of holding.
As she finishes talking to him, I speak with him and let him know that I have an item of great power, something that I'm guessing belongs to a lich of some sort, that needs to be destroyed. It seems to have properties that influence others to do its bidding and drive it to resurrecting said abomination.
May I see it? I've charmed myself to about everything imaginable, so it probably won't affect me. May I see it?
Yeah, if you don't mind, I'll keep it, in my reach, but I will show it to you. I'll unwrap it a bit while only touching it with the cloth and whatnot.
Oh my goodness! What are you doing with that?
Well, we found it, where an evil wizard had sort of co-opted another young wizard's life force, it seems, into summoning himself and doing some necromantic summoning of his own.
Well, that's no good, isn't it? Well, destroying this is very hard. There's about one thing in the entire multiverse that could do it. Well, two. That's either the Book of Exalted Deeds or the Book of Vile Darkness. And I don't carry either of those, I'm afraid. But another solution, which will work just about the same, is we can send it adrift in the astral plane.
I have a key for that. He holds up his door key.
Zoltric has that, and he looks at you and says,
I thought I took it from Zoltric.
Oh yeah, you took it off of Zoltric's unconscious body. Well, he looks at it. This won't do. It'll open a door to a random plane. We need to get it into the astral plane, specifically a random spot in the astral plane, which we all forget.
Smart.
Holding?
No, a bag of holding won't do. I've got a way to send it into the astral plane, and then I'm going to close that door forever and destroy it, and then we will not know where it is.
Okay.
How about this? I'm proposing a reward for the job I'm having some adventurers do. It's one magic item from my shop. For free. No need to pay.
One each?
Yes, one each. I will throw in the sending adrift that gross thing for free. I can hold on to it while you go and deal with whoever stole my safe.
Alright.
I don't know about you holding on to it.
You can hold on to it too, I really don't mind.
Okay. Well,
What have you got in regard to information about the whereabouts of your safe?
Well, I came in earlier today and saw that it was gone. So I quickly had one of my bells shipped here, so that way I could come here nice and easily. It appears that some ruffians broke into my shop, or at least one of them, and
made off with my safe in my under the counter. I found a little bit of hair on the floor. I'm going to allow you all to go to the shop that was robbed from and take another look around before you try to track down these hooligans who stole my safe.
Okay. All right.
All
I'm
right.
interested.
Well, I need this skull rid of, so I'll help you if it leads to purging the world of this thing.
A free magic item sounds pretty nice.
Yeah, I do enjoy magic items as well, Burke. You're right.
Hey, I'm a professional. That's what I do.
So one more time for me. I'm sorry. I just had my hands on fire. So there's a safe that we need to find for you. We're tracking down the people who've stolen it, and anything else pressing about what we might run into? Any sort of weird reports about the people that somebody might have saw? Anything, you know what I mean? I mean, what we might want to keep our heads on a swivel about.
Out of character, I'm sorry, what did you say? I was distracted.
Oh, I was just saying, is there anything pressing that someone may have seen, like any witness reports? You know what I mean? Anything weird about the people who might have stolen it? Stories or rumors that have been passed around about it.
I haven't gotten to speak with anyone myself. I was more concerned with finding some people to track down my safe. So I'm sure you could find something. From what it looks like, though, whoever broke in was big.
Yep, that's the kind of stuff I'm looking for. Okay.
Before we go, may I have your name? I
Well, I said it when I came in. Bob Noblin, professional hobgoblin, and no, your Fey sword will not work on me. I've charmed myself against Fey multiple times.
well, worth a shot.
Does
Nice
he say that out
piece,
loud?
What?
Does he say protect them from Fey magic out loud?
Yes.
So everyone in the bar just heard this man might be a Fey.
We heard him say that he was protected against Fey magic.
Yeah, but who else other than the Fey uses Fey magic? And if they do,
Burrick.
they're pretty dangerous, right?
I'm no more dangerous than you, multi-missile person.
Yeah.
I mean,
Unleash
Well,
that on the
you're-
Feywild. Sprites running in terror.
I mean, in game, you guys don't know I created this weapon. I'm currently hiding.
Oh, I thought you were at the bar telling us about your great exploits. Didn't you just write a note about something so that Burrick could perceive it? Like, you don't seem
No.
to be being very secretive about it.
No, the thing I was just writing down was my new was designed for something else I can't access right now. Out of game is when I talk about my missile.
All right.
Well, I can meet you at my shop. All you have to do is ring the bell. Or I can
Sweet.
stay here. Up to you.
Say, Hobgoblin, I got a question.
Ask away, my fine fellow.
Just call me fine.
Respect. I use it.
I mean, I don't really care, but you said you've both created, found, and sold magical items, correct?
I've done all of the sort.
By any chance, have you ran into any magic items like these? I shown one of my beads.
Ah, a spell bead. Specifically, this one is lightning bolt. Very rare, very old. They were a very old way of getting people to cast magic, and they weren't very good.
by chance, can you give me more of these or show me how to make them?
I can see what I can do. These are not very good, as I said, because, well, sometimes when they break, they don't exactly break in the right direction.
So misfire.
Well, the idea is that you point the marble in the direction you want the spell to go. Now, that's a dumb idea because it's a marble and it's all sides.
Oh yeah. Well, that's why self-compensates.
Maybe we can make it into more cylindrical shape with a sharp end.
A dot could work, but they weren't thinking when they started making these. That's why they stopped making them.
That happens all the time with research. Sometimes you just get ahead of yourself, you know, you're just following a trajectory of thought, and before you know it, you've created something and it needs review. I get that.
Well, are you all going to go to my shop now, or?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna finish this drink up, but ooh, I'm finally in the game.
All right. I put on my helmet. I take my helmet out of my bag of holding. I put it on. Let's go.
He real quickly marks on his map. It's the shop in this town. It's gonna say Bob Noblin's on it. That's my shop.
All right, let's get going.
Yep. I'm gonna
Alright.
throw the key back to Zolkirk first.
All right, Zoltric's unconscious. It lands on Zoltric's unconscious body, and Zoltric unconsciously puts it back in his pocket.
While he's still passed out.
Yeah.
I don't want to take it from the player.
Yeah. You all make your way to the Bob Noblins in your various ways. Burke, I'm sure, rides his horse. Mateo can just hoof it.
Yeah, it's like a brief jog.
I actually probably have room on my motorcycle for one more. Can he fit?
Mateo's fast.
Hoo-hoo.
All right.
Yeah, I need to get my exercise. I'm a fit boy, a bit of a wanderer. I'm used to running around.
All right. Anyone join me on my bike?
I got it. Get rid of Zoltric.
All right. Suit yourself.
You all make it to the Bob Noblins, and you notice that the door is busted a little.
Any go ahead.
In what direction is it busted in?
It looks like roll perception or investigation.
Which one? Perception plus 0. Investigation plus 0.
All
Wow.
right.
Can anyone give me the help action?
1 moment.
So they just gave me the help action. Can we just... So either way, I have a plus 0 in both, so...
Vezrin, you are unable to tell as you look at the door. It just looks like a door that was busted to you. Wow.
Help action?
I'm so helpful.
Amber, it looks like a door that was busted. Okay. It looks like it was busted inward. Like something was getting in. Like that.
Alright. Alright. I don't say this, but my cat is on my shoulder.
Alright, you're familiar? Gotcha.
Alright, Miss Morgan. Can you smell anything that might help?
The cat can make a perception roll.
Alright, but before they do that, you hear, why don't you get on your hands and knees and do it yourself, you wanker?
cat? Sure. Well, it's a cat.
All right, they have +3 to perception, so I'm just going to roll that. So I'm just going to roll that as my own.
Gotcha.
So what am I supposed to roll again?
Perception.
Oh yeah, that'd be nat 20.
Yeah, as Miss Morgan, your familiar cat, sniffs the air, she realizes that it smells a lot like dog. Specifically wolf. A lot like wolf.
Werewolf?
God damn it!
Is anyone taking another look around the shop?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'd like to look under the counter where the safe was.
Go ahead and roll investigation or perception.
Perception this time. That's much better.
Yeah, as you look under the counter, you notice there are claw marks all over the counter, or the underside, deep, pretty large too. And you find what looks like a tuft of matted black fur.
Hey Mateo, you still have that silver sword I gave you?
I think you mean Burrick.
Oh yeah, Burke, do you still have that silver sword I gave you?
Yeah, why?
You might need it. Smells like
What
wolf.
are we dealing with?
I fear the lichen may have struck in this place. Werewolves. We might be dealing with
Oh! Oh, yeah. I can take care of it with my smites.
Still, we have no idea what we're dealing with. It could be werewolves, could be a regular wolf, it could be an extra force.
Again?
I don't know, but my Miss Morgan seems to believe it smells a lot like updog.
Should we ask the crap? I forgot his name again. Should we ask the hobgoblin if he knows any werewolves?
Bob.
Bob Noblin.
Bob number.
I'm gonna ring the bell at his desk or counter, however.
There is a bell.
While they're
right.
doing that,
Go ahead, Mateo.
can I just want to look around and see if there's a sense for anything magical besides what we assume is like the brute force of what now might be a werewolf that broke in, and if they may have had any other assistance, if there's any other traces around the shop in general.
Just magic or magic that would have been used to break in?
Magic that would use to break in.
All right. Good that you specified. Go ahead and roll Arcana.
Thank you.
Help action.
Oh, I'm having the worst time today with that roll 20.
That's typical for roll 20.
Just need to go back over to my core page. That's it, please.
What's your +2 Arcana?
I honestly don't know. There we go. It's a +8.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nat 20.
Oh, wow. What a lucky roll.
As you look around, you get a sense that no magic was used for brute force, but a dispel magic was used to get rid of an alarm spell. And it was used through a scroll. It was not used through a manual casting.
Okay. Okay.
A dispel magic scroll is used to dissipate a alarm.
Yes, an alarm spell.
Indeed.
And as you're talking, when you ring the bell, you hear from the back, ladies, there's enough of me to go. He walks out from the back. Hi, yes, I'm here now. Thank you.
Do you know of any werewolves? Because I think that's the culprit. A werewolf.
I don't make a habit of dealing with lycanthropes. It's never really a good idea for business.
And what was this thing?
Well, it could still have been a lycanthrope. They might have been after my safe because I keep valuables in there, and this is a shop.
All right.
Are you aware of anything that might have been in the safe that would have been of particular interest to a werewolf?
Well, there's
Also-
gold, and I keep some of the less safe magical items in there.
I suspect the lycanthrope was after one of those dangerous magic items.
That or they wanted the money, is my guess.
Oh, please, if they won the money, they will have robbed a bank or something. They put too much effort into going to this store entirely. By any chance, do you know any the locations of people who will sell magic scrolls?
Well, I carry magic scrolls, but also you can pick up a scroll of any standard spell from any scroll shop. There's usually one in a town run by some old guy in a robe.
Are you the only one that sells magic scrolls in the city?
No, there's a couple. There's a scroll shop run by oh, I forget his name, but it's an old guy in a robe, as I said earlier.
All right, I got an idea. I suggest we split up into two teams. Two of us stay here and investigate further. The other two and go to that magic scrolls shop over there. I suspect whoever casted the spell magic scroll probably got it from there.
I can tell you guys right now, out of character, if you go to the scroll shop, there will be no map. Which, isn't to dissuade you, oh, don't go to the scroll shop. I'm just telling you that there is no map. Mateo, if you are saying something, you are muted.
I think he rolled to do a backflip, I guess.
Oh, my bad. I clicked that by accident.
Oh.
No,
Oh, good.
I was eating a sandwich. Sorry.
No worries, no worries.
No, I don't know. The scroll shop seems kind of general for what could be sold by a multitude of people and places. Um,
Sorry.
is there another level to this building, like where we might investigate further, or is this the main bit of the building?
This is the main part of the building. And any of the upstairs is usually just where I keep sleeping quarters for myself if I don't feel like bouncing around to my real home. And it's off limits, and I know that lock wasn't tampered with.
Mm. Okay. So you don't, hearing this information, you don't have any sort of inkling about who may be involved, people who may have gripes or grievances with you?
Nothing comes to mind in terms of... Yeah, well, there might be that. No, nothing comes to mind. I would suggest, I know that some people were outside. There was probably the old drunk, Zokar. Zokar was probably sitting outside.
DM,
Yes?
when he was thinking back on it, when you rolled, did you roll to try to remember?
Yes.
Luck point if we failed.
Well, now that I think about it, there might be a person who lives out of town. I wouldn't buy a magic item from it because it was other garbage. Horrible craftsmanship, horribly made. I wouldn't carry it. There's a guy who lives out of town. From what I remember, it was just one hut, but he was kind of a rude guy. I could see parts of the curse of lycanthropy on him. I wasn't sure what kind he was, but he might be it. I don't know.
All right. I'll go. I'm about to go investigate that guy. I suggest someone else. Will anyone else like to come with me?
Yes.
All right.
I want to pick up the clump of fur in such a way so that I will not contaminate it. I want to preserve the scent of it. What sort of like could I put it in like a
bag of some kind?
like a bag or a bottle or a vial or something?
You could put it in a vial.
Does Bob have a vial that I could?
Yeah, he hands you a vial.
Thank you so much, Bob. Very much, very, 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 very helpful. Thank you.
Oh, no problem at all.
All right.
I'll also go, but I mean, maybe I'll ask a few people around first, and then just catch up with the group on there.
All right, that's the
Sure.
plan. Me and her will go there first. You guys catch up with us later. Do you all agree to this plan?
Yep.
All right. Saya, do you need a ride, or can you walk on your own? I'm talking to you,
Ezrin.
Oh, there's no reason why I can't walk as far as I know. Or are you getting there by some magical means?
I'm getting there on my bike.
Oh, well, I'm a small person. Perhaps I could ride on the handlebars.
All right. I set my helmet on you and say, "Let's do this."
Okay.
You two, Bob Noblin points you out to a spot out of town in the desert, and we are going to get to you two after we see what Burrick and Mateo are up to.
I turn to Burrick and I give him a friendly fist bump. Back at it again, I see.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking we just touch the neighboring businesses, see what anybody has to say, if there's anything interesting they can provide us with. And then you've got a fast horse. I'm quick afoot. We catch up to our team.
Yeah. Leonard is pretty fast.
Yeah, I imagine we just canvas, do a bit of like traditional canvassing, you know what I mean? Maybe the stores in the pretty tight radius, anybody who would have had line of sight on the front, the back, or the front is where they would have come in, sorry. So any of those businesses that would have had line of sight there, directly to the left and right of Mr. Bob Noblin's Wonder Emporium.
Go ahead and roll persuasion.
Ooh,
Me or just
heard that.
Either one of you.
Are
can
you
roll
pretty
persuasion.
persuasive? Are you persuasive, Brett?
I'm a paladin, so I've got decent charisma.
Okay, well that's better than me. Can I just give him the help action?
Absolutely.
I'm a
Intimi-
cool guy, but
I got
persuasive.
I got to intimidate people into giving me the information.
Up to you, Burrick. If you want to go for the you're gonna tell me what you don't know, you can do that.
That is what I'm going for.
All right.
Tell me what I know.
One
I'm
moment.
the good cop.
I'm
sorry.
Helping.
Out of character, real quick. Didn't Bob say that there was somebody outside of the shop at the time that that might have?
Yes.
Did I?
Oh,
Yeah, the town drunk Vokar, Dragonborn,
Ah.
laying on the side of the street.
Oh yeah.
hey, nice to.
Probably find the town drunk thing. But that's up, if you want to.
Yeah, no doubt. Like, I mean, that's totally like pressing information.
He is
Sorry, I
currently
missed
laying about a building down the street on the ground. You can see there's a bottle in his left hand. He's got the remnants of a cigarette in his right, and he's just.
Hey, let me handle this. All right. He cracks his knuckles as he just kind of like shakes the drunk awake. Just, who wants Bob's store?
Oh! Go ahead and roll intimidation.
Do I get the help?
You have advantage because you're waking up a drunk and just. Where are the cages? Oh yeah, he's. Oh my goodness, what's going on? Oh, there was a couple of, like 3 big dog people. All right, 3 werewolves, man. What's wrong with
Thank you.
you?
I've got to hand him a gold piece and then just go away, not answering his question.
Oh,
Poor drunk guy.
All right, he ain't know much. Just at least 3 werewolves.
I go up to Burke after the questioning, and I'm like, "Hey, man, that was, you got the results and all, but maybe just give him a second to wake up next time, Just and I pat Burke on the back as I'm imagining that we do still like talk to the people in the vicinity just to kind of, you know what I mean, clear our corners.
I'll keep Burke's intimidation roll as they look at you and they saw that, what you did. And well, yeah, it was. We heard a breaking sound. The 3 werewolves ran out with a K, with something. It sounded like they were being hurt by it. I don't know.
Okay. Well,
I heard vulgarities being shouted and saying, "You hold on to it longer." No, you hold on to it. Stuff like that.
okay. So yeah, they may have been being damaged. Well, I apologize to my partner here. He's well-meaning. He's a good guy. So I'm just playing good cop. You know what I mean? Like Burke's really giving it to him, and I'm just like, hey, we're just here for the info. Really sorry to interrupt you guys. I don't know how much longer I can hold him back. So we're just gonna skedaddle. We're gonna get out of here. And thanks for your help. Really appreciate it. And I give him like some small carvings with some runes on it that are just like, basically just non-magical little tokens of appreciation.
That was Vokar that was giving this information?
Yes.
And some town folks.
All right. And Amber and Vezran, you two pull up to a large encampment.
All right, I take my helmet off of
Vezran.
her, put it in my bag.
All right. And you can hear sounds of, shouting coming from inside. You're unable to make out quite what it is, but it's a heavily built encampment. Does not look perfectly done. Looks kind of primitive. What do you do?
Say, did they ever give me that guy's name before I left?
Well, I didn't think of a name, so
His name is Mitch. Mitch Connor.
it's Salatar. He has a name now. It's Salatar.
All right.
Which car is probably a changeling?
Mitch Connor. You can't see me right now, but I'm moving my hand. Mitch Connor. What do you do?
All right. I'll do the talking. You just stay behind me and get ready to run if possible. All right. Amber just walks, just slowly rides her bike closer and closer with Morel following close behind me. Before finally coming to a stop and tying it to this post right here. She then gets off and walks into camp.
And
Hello?
following at your heels. Also,
Well-
I'm sorry, who is Salatar? Who's Salatar?
The guy we're looking for. Also, not really heels, more like Tim's.
As you walk in, you see multiple lichens, and they all look at you. And you see sitting on the ground. Let me pull out my handy dandy draw tool. That's not what I want. I need to draw a rectangle. Sitting on the ground over there is a shimmering in the light. Very bright. Safe on the ground in front of the largest tent.
Well, that's not suspicious.
You
How much
see,
does this thing weigh?
well, it took 3 pretty strong werewolves to carry it, so a lot.
Alright, I got an idea. You stay near the bike and prepare to start if there's trouble. Alright, I walk in.
No coward.
Alright, fine then. I walk into the camp and I say, "Hello there. I would tip my hat to you, but it was here. I don't have one."
You see this werewolf looks at you and says, "What about the spikes and the posts and the teeth said, 'Visitors welcome'?"
Well, I was hoping we could talk about this like adults. I just came here for information. And I pull out a watch and I say, "Also, isn't it a little... What time of day is it?"
Let me take
Is
out
it-
my D12 here. It's about... It's about noon. We'll say noon.
I like to say, isn't it a little early for you to be all big and hairy?
We do not hide who we are. We can choose how we want to look whenever we want. Now, once again, why are you two here?
I came for that safe over there. It belongs to my employer.
I don't see anyone's name on it.
Come on, let's talk about this like adults and find some common ground. May I get closer?
As you say that, quite the opposite happens, and you see 2 were-tigers get closer to you, as well as 2 werewolves.
Are they sentient?
Yes, they're...
I slowly walk over and I tell them, "Listen, you're both reasonable adults, I assume." And I like to pull up my sleeve and say, "And we both hold monsters within us." Showing them my dragonic scales.
How impressive. You're a descendant of a dragon. Not like I've never seen that before.
Well, there is one difference. This dragon's been to hell and will drag where she wants with her back. That one, I want that to sound way cooler in my head. I said, "Damn it." Anyways, can I roll intimidation?
What's your AC?
19.
Okay. Wow. Just wow. You see one of the were-tigers runs to bite you but misses. And then this one runs up to you and misses yet again. Jeez. Let's see, what does this werewolf do? Pretty sure that they have a multi-attack. One with its bite and one with its claws. Okay. Let's start with the claws. Oh, it hits. It definitely hits it. Yeah, 20s with its claws. You take 10 slashing damage as this werewolf claws into you. And then you take... Let's see... That misses, so that's all that werewolf is going to do. And then we've got this werewolf. One more. Also multi-attack. Miss. Miss. And that's all that happens. Actually, wait, it should have advantage with flanking. So I'll just do those again. Hit and a miss. I'll make it its bite. What does the bite do?
Wait, a
Damage
werewolf
rolls.
bit me?
Yeah, roll me a con save. You take 5 piercing damage.
Nat 1. God damn it.
I am going to tell you that you have one more luck point.
Should I roll it and try and get a...
I've got restoration, if that'll work.
It's a curse. It's not a disease. You have
Alright.
to have remove curse.
Alright, out of game, should I get it? Should I use my luck save? Because if I have the blood of lycanthrope in me, I can be immune to bludgeoning, slashing damage from non-magical attacks. I'll be immune. But I'll have to go out and slaughter the innocent every...
Full moon.
Which is like
Get...
once every 4 weeks, so once every month.
That seems pretty painful for your character, though, right?
we can probably get Eric before full moon.
What'd you say?
We can probably get you to Eric before a full moon.
I wonder if I can use my alchemy to find a way to remove the curse of turning into a werewolf every month while retaining the immunity.
Since it's a curse, you could not. You either take all the curse or you take none of the curse.
Alright. I guess I'll like to use my luck point.
Alright. Anything is better than a nat 1.
So how about 17?
You are fine as it bites you. And let's see. Currently, just because it's this, the others are watching. They're not acting yet. Vezrin, we'll do Amber then Vezrin. So Amber, what do you do?
Alright. I like to say, well, I was hoping we could talk about this like adults, but it would seem that you will need an example of my power. As I like to cast Fireball with my staff on myself.
Wait, so Amber's just like setting himself on fire?
Appears as such. And...
Not really there. Move the circle.
Sawa, it doesn't hit Vezrin? Is what you're looking for?
No, so it hit all the werewolves and one of the... Hang on, give me a second. Let me get this measuring tool.
Like this?
Yeah. But move it a little further so it does hit me, but still hits all of them.
Like that?
Yeah.
Alright. DC 16 dex save. Pull up their... real quick. I'll just roll it as a horde. They don't have any saves, so they fail. And they all take the... I just entered all their freaking healths in. Gotta be kidding me. Now I gotta go through and do it all again. And then remove the 43 damage. Which is a pretty good amount. Actually, you know, I might go back and make it non-hoarded. So, that one took it. That one took it. That one doesn't. And then finally, that one took it. Okay, so only one did. actually only took half, so 3 half is 21. All right. Is that your turn?
No. Now I'd like to cast Dimension Door.
What? That's 2 leveled spells in a turn.
No, I cast my spell, which is an item. I can now use I will now like to use my bonus action to cast Dimension Door.
So it wasn't you casting the spell; it was an item casting it.
Yeah, my staff.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Dimension door. Okay. Where are you dimension dooring to?
How high up is the safe?
It's just on the ground.
No, I mean, how high up is it? Like, what's its length? With
Well, it has to fit under the counter, so let me make it a little smaller.
Yeah, at most it's gonna be like 4 feet tall.
Yeah, probably 4 feet tall. Yeah, about 4 feet tall, maybe by... Yeah, like 4 feet. 4 by 4 by 4. Roughly.
Alright, I like to teleport.
There.
All the way up here.
That is the top of the hut.
You're right. Where would be a good place to teleport from?
Up to you.
I teleport right next to Vezrin.
All right.
No, wait, I teleport my bike.
Okay.
And I just say, Vezrin, run.
Vezrin,
As I begin.
it is now your turn.
Well, I guess I'm gonna hoof it back to the freaking bike. Hop on.
As she finally gets on my bike, as I'm starting it up, I like to ride off.
All right. As you started up, you see riding on horseback and hoofing it, running. You see Mateo and Burek appear, and they just see you start up the bike, looking very nervous and starting to ride past them as they walk on up.
As I see them ride past me, I like to, slow motion, turn my head as we look at each other, as we're riding off in different directions. A look of horror plastered on my face. I'm guessing confusion on the others.
I just gotta keep. Oh, sorry.
And as soon as they pass me, I immediately turn back around.
All right, you do so. It will take you a little bit to get back around. So I'll just drag. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Well, that makes sense. I'm just gonna drag you two over there. Mateo and Burek, you both walk up and you arrive, and you just saw Amber and Vezran. For some reason, looks like they're going the wrong way. They're going away.
Hey, get this place on the map. You know what? Screw it. Let's go.
I don't suppose you guys have the bell on you.
I never took the bell.
Nope, it's still one at the
It's
shop,
still
and
at
there's
the
still
shop.
one at the pub.
I turned to
Okay.
Burrick and I said, "Do you think did they have the safe on the back of that thing, or no?"
Yep. I would like to quickly tell them, yes, they have the safe in there. But it's currently surrounded by werewolves, were-tigers, and I almost got infected by one of them.
I think Mateo was asking if you and Vezran had the safe on the back of the motorcycle, which you did not.
Yeah, I was turning to Burrick and I was asking him if he saw if they had the safe on the back of the motorcycle. Yeah, just doing a little RP.
I'm just going to no.
No, they did not.
All right.
I'm
Well,
so
I mean, I
sorry.
guess-
I don't. I'm sorry. Out of character, real quickly here. I apologize. Amber, you teleported onto the safe, or dimension doored onto the safe. What were you doing?
I think Amber actually dimension doored to her motorcycle
Yeah, I told you to run.
instead of the safe. Because she
Oh.
decided that, out of character, she decided that it would not be a good idea to go to the safe instead of, like, let's get out of here. This is really dangerous. Instead of, let's try to get the safe out.
Yeah, I didn't have access to a good weapons to fight werewolves right now. I mean, if I had a silver-tipped crossbow, then maybe.
If only you were some kind of spellcast.
I mean, I got the silver. Wait, is it a long sword, great sword? What
I
kind
thought
of
it was a
sword
halberd because that was what
Oh.
Burrick used.
Would it be okay for like a halberd
Yes.
instead of like a sword? Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna.
You also have the
Yeah,
Fey
it's
short
actually
sword if
halberd.
you ever need to use that.
No, I'm using my silver halberd. All right, time to make some werewolf pelts. He smiles as he goes into the camp.
I follow Burrick. I'm right on his back. If anything, I'm using him to obstruct the werewolf's vision of myself.
All right. You two walk up to the camp and you see, looks like three werewolves that look very hurt. One werewolf looks a little hurt. Not as much as the others. You see two were-tigers in pretty good condition, and you can see in the distance at least 3 were-boars.
All right.
Hmm.
Okay, so how far is everyone from me? I am actually going to just stomp my foot, and I'm going to use my channel divinity, conquering presence.
Let's see, what does that do? You can force each creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet. You make a wisdom saving throw. Okay, let's pull out my handy dandy. It's a radius technically, so centered on Burrick.
Dang it, that's not enough for like the majority of them.
I mean,
Maybe
you
they
could
can
move
move-
farther in.
Yeah, I'm gonna move farther in.
Like for example, from here, you get
Yeah,
almost all of them.
yeah, I've got to move right here.
Okay, what's your armor class?
18. Oh, and before I do that, I'm also gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself.
So it's
Wait, did I
technically a 20.
forget that? Wait,
Channel Divinity is not a spell, so you can do that.
yep, yeah, Shield of Faith. So yeah, my AC is a 20.
Okay, so I'll give that to the werewolf. That's a miss. That's definitely a miss. That's a miss. And that's a miss. So all of them try to hit you as you walk past them, and they all miss their attacks.
Oh, I hope it just bounced off my armor.
Yeah, it goes bing, bing, cling. And let's see, from there, that's not what I need. I need my measure.
But yeah, conquering presence from where I'm currently at, 30-foot radius.
And let's see, what's the DC?
Okay, one sec. Where did it say the DC? Right. Conquering presence. Crap. I don't see a thing about DC.
It might be the same as your spell save DC.
14.
Okay, just checking their wisdoms right now. +1 for the were-tigers, +0 for the were-boars, +0 for the
I'm hoping
werewolves.
that's doing something I'm not supposed to do.
Okay. Oh, one of the were-tigers is just not scared of you whatsoever. He thinks you're a pushover.
Oh, he's dead.
He laughs. That's all you can do, little man. And the other were-tiger is frightened of you. So let me. It's a good emblem for frightened. That's pretty good. Wow, these two werewolves are fine. These two werewolves are frightened of you. And finally, the wereboar is frightened of you.
Alright.
All right, does that end your turn?
Yeah, in my turn.
Can I
Mateo.
shout to Burke before he ends his turn?
Oh.
I'm like, Burke, move over a bit, maybe like right here. I'm like, get out of the
Yeah,
way, Burke.
I'm gonna do that.
All right, Mateo,
That's
it is
something
your
special.
turn, and then we're gonna roll initiative.
Sweet, sweet. So I run up. Burke, he comes up and lets off, his presence. I can see visibly putting fear in some of these wild guys. So I come up and I'm already weaving the runes for my spell as I get to about here, and I say, you guys seem to be a little hot. Why don't you cool off? And several runes appear around my hands that focus power out into a blue ball as I cast one cold.
Alrighty.
Sorry, I just gotta click it. Submit. Um, so yeah, I rolled a cone of cold on these boys, and just a big blue cone washes out. And I'll show you. I mean, maybe you saw me measuring already, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit all the guys in this immediate vicinity up to the guy in the fire. But here is me laying it out for you real quick. I'm just gonna go something like this. It's a 60-foot cone.
Yeah,
So
that's
I'll even step back a bit so I don't hit the,
the
you
safe.
know what I mean? Yeah, I don't really want to break it up or anything, and that way I'll get everybody in there cleanly.
All right. That is +3, and you said it was 16 or 15. So that's a fail. That's a fail. I'll do the were-tigers first. They both take the full damage. Is there anything else I need to know? That, like any conditions that they get, or is it just the damage?
I don't think so. I don't use this spell very often in the field though.
Success.
Info. A blast of cold air erupts, 60-foot cone, make a con save, a creature 8d8 cold damage, half as much on a save. Creatures killed by this spell become frozen statues. No, just the frozen statue bit if they die.
All right. Well, these two werewolves become frozen statues.
Yeah. Wait, which ones? I'm sorry about that. The werewolf, the closest one.
Yeah, those two.
Sweet, sweet.
I'll
So the
just.
were tigers are still up. So that cone of cold was a part of my attack action, or excuse me, that was my bonus action. I dropped a key point to cast that as my bonus action. So I will then make my these were tigers here, and as if to just keep the elemental imbalance going, I yell burn as I punch these guys, and my fists light ablaze
Hmm.
as uh as I go to attack these boys.
All right.
Gauntlets of Power. Here you go. Sorry about that.
Amber, we are going to roll initiative right after Mateo finishes this out of initiative turn.
One and two.
The second one hits. The first one does not, by just a hair.
Oh yeah. So it seems like I almost punched him.
Yeah. He dives. He
I,
dodges backwards.
I will use I'll use the focus aim trait for the month to drop a key point. And that'll add +2 to the
That
attack.
hits. Second.
8, 7, 6. Or excuse me. 6. Yep. Okay. Cool. Doing a little bookkeeping. Sorry about that. Cool. So that damage is all that damage is cool. So and that is the end of my turn. Oh no, it's not. I will move a bit more, and then that will be the end of my turn.
Goji is dealing with something right now.
Yeah. I figured getting myself mentally together. Sorry.
So sorry about that. See,
No, it's
is
all
all
good.
of this on one tiger or one on one on the other?
It just depends on how they're looking. So I'm imagining that if I'll be attacking the non-frightened one first, and if he's still up, after both attacks, then he just gets both attacks.
All right, 9. 9 stupid freaking -14. -5. He's still up. -18. -20, and he's still up. Barely, but he's
Oh,
well. He's a lot lower than he was.
no doubt. Cool. Yeah. So I just come and base myself with these guys, and I let off a blast of cold, get a couple punches in, and I think I will move inward just to try to draw their attention off. I imagine veteran. I'm sorry, I haven't played with you yet, so I'm trying to get your name down. And Amber will be coming in soon. So I run past these guys. They've got a bunch of movement, and I just start yelling to draw attention over to myself.
All
Come and
right,
get me.
everyone, roll initiative. Amber and Vezran, you pull up on the bike back to where the bike was. Pull up the turn order here.
I'd also like to say I'd like to
God.
not hurt any more of you guys. If we could just get this safe back for the Bob Noblin guy and walk away with the injuries you sustained so far, that would be great.
Oh my gosh. What? What? I forgot to clear the initiative order. Oh no. 2 Burks. And Amber hasn't rolled yet.
I'm just calculating.
It's all good. I was just clearing the initiative order because it decided not to.
So that's a 16 plus 5, so that's a 21.
Alright. Let's see. Where's the Were-Tiger? What's their initiative? +2. Oh. My bad. Technically one. Oh, wait. Oh, no, there is one left. I was correct. Zero. 6. Alrighty. We're gonna. Yeah, Amber, you are first.
All right, I like to. Is Voldrin still on my bike?
Vezran, you guys can. Do you guys say that you got off when you pulled up before we officially entered combat?
Because if
Yes.
because I was just about to say, if you're still on there, I can probably ride us about 15 feet closer. Because even entering it will cost 30 feet.
Tiny point of clarification. Was Mateo able to kill those 3 werewolves? Is that why they got red axes?
Yes.
Damn.
The fireball and the cone of cold did a lot of damage to them.
I didn't do it all myself. It was a team effort.
How close are those tigers are together?
Well, let's see. That's circle, not a line. About 3 feet.
So they're in range for me to perform a.
Lightning bolt.
Yep. So let's see here. Let me just do quick calculations. If I cast lightning bolt here. Okay, so this goes straight through him. So if I send the middle, it should be able to hit the other one. So it should be able to hit all 3 of these guys.
All right.
I have a question real quick. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
So when Lycan dies, they go back to their human form, right? Or where?
Well, these
Humanoid
ones
form?
got turned into frozen statues from Cone of Cold.
Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah. 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 Well, I want for possible though.
Yeah.
A liking pelt.
How about this? Lycans stay in the form that they were killed in.
I mean, you don't have to do it just for me.
It's not that big a deal, really.
All right.
It's just like now I just got to remember that in case I ever write something with lichens in it again. All right.
Don't feel too locked in. There could be different kind of lichen growths.
All right, roll those 3D roll them those 3 dexterity saves.
Okay, the were-tigers. What's your...
16.
Okay, the were-tigers fail. Let's see if the werewolf succeeds. Yes, he does. Not that it's gonna matter for him.
Oh. Well, I guess I cast a lightning bolt 4th level.
Okay.
So that'll be about
Roll damage.
30.
Okay. Yeah, he's dead.
How about the were-tigers?
One of them is dead. Let me... It was the one that Mateo beat up. And this one is still alive.
How much damage does he have left?
I'm not allowed to tell
What?
you that. He looks maybe less like he's bloodied, which is the way of saying they're under half health.
Alright, so it probably won't be a good idea for me to try to upcast the damage.
If you want to decide to use a different level spell slot, you can. You have until you decide that you've ended your turn.
Yeah, I ended my turn.
All right. Mateo, it is your turn.
Word. Let's see. Seeing that seems like they're gonna clean up that last scaredy tiger there. I am going to press on with Burrick. I yell, I'm just gonna move towards you guys, if you continue this, these deaths are on you basically. And I run up towards the safe. Do they say anything to me as I walk past their frozen statues?
They're dead.
I meant the other guys. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
The far away. They're who I'm killing.
Yeah.
I'm not yelling at the statue.
They're like, hold where you are, or we'll kill you.
Oh, I really don't want it to be this way, guys. So you know what? I'm going to try to maybe not outright freeze this guy to death. I'm just gonna punch him up, and hopefully he won't die. He'll just be knocked out.
You can call non-lethal if you want.
Okay, yeah, that's perfect. I am using gauntlets as well, so I'm imagining it's like the easiest to be non-lethal here. Well, I know he's not about to be dead, so here's a booming blade on the first one. Underneath the fire, it sort of mixes with a booming energy.
Sure.
Oh no, maybe it doesn't.
Let me check his AC real quick. You hit.
Oh, sweet. And then we'll go for the unarmed flurry of unarmed strikes here. Unless I see him start to look really, really dead.
Let me 14. That's 22 total for the first attack, and then 16 more. He's still alive, but he does look pretty hurt. He's like, ugh.
So maybe just to be safe, I don't go for my flurry of blows. I just use my regular bonus action to punch him one more time. And this time I don't even punch him. I try to give him like a neck chop. You know what I mean? I neck chop the shit out of him actually.
Do you deactivate your fire
Oh yeah, you know what?
before you neck chop
that.
him for the final time?
I can do that. Attack action, yeah.
It's a free action in my opinion to you're going. I think it says it's a bonus action on the book, but I think it should be a free action because you're just saying a word that's always free in combat.
Right.
All right. Do you non-lethal hit him?
I do.
He is knocked unconscious.
And I turn to these other guys and I'm like, hey, please just chill out. And that's the end of this.
Alrighty.
I look at everybody else and I'm like, hey, maybe don't kill him. We just knock the rest of them out. I'm sorry I froze those other guys.
Does that end your turn?
Well,
Yes.
like have told me that before I murdered two of them.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about it until after we murdered a bunch of them. And you know what? That's my bad. That's on me too. You know, I'm not putting the blame on anyone else. That was ill-advised. Sorry about that. I get a little overzealous.
I literally fried two of their nerves. I'm pretty sure one of their eyeballs melted out.
God.
Hey, I'm not saying we haven't made mistakes. I'm just saying it's never too late. That's all.
Ooh, one hit. Oh wow, that's a lot of damage, Were Tiger. You're really doing it now, man. You take 4 damage, Amber, as the Were Tiger slashes at you with his claw.
Was that one attack?
He had a multi-attack. He missed the other attack.
Got a quick question. Does silvery barbs work on regular attacks too, or is it just magical attacks?
Let me pull it up real quick. Silvery barbs. You can distract the charging creature momentarily. It just rerolls the d20. So it works on any roll, pretty much.
Alright, silver barbs.
Let's use the lower roll. Well, it got a higher roll, so you still take the 4 slashing damage.
Damn it!
It rolled an 18, just flat on the dice, and then it rolled a 19.
Wait a second. My AC is 19.
It rolled an 18 flat on the dice.
Damn.
So with its modifier of +5, it does hit. +5 for a challenge rating 4? Jeez.
We deserve it.
It obliterates me.
We're pretty powerful.
Alright, that ends its turn. The werewolves are dead, so can get rid of that turn. You hear a loud, grisly roar, and you see jumping down from the rear hut a werebear.
I want solo it.
That ends its turn. That's knocked unconscious. Let's see. They can make it to
played a
you.
It was a very fun experience.
Mateo, what is
Hello
your armor
there.
class?
At the moment, it's 20, but it tends to fluctuate.
Let's see. They've got a +5 to hit. I'll make the first one's multi-attack. First one, it starts off with its maul, and it misses, and then it takes its tusks, and it stabs at you, and it does hit, unless, of course, you decide to cast shield, in which case it would not.
I think right now I will, just to keep my health for whatever this werebear shenanigan's going to be going. So you just see an array of runes sort of sprout from my hand in the shape of...
All right, they literally cannot hit you because it lasts for the whole round, or until it's your turn again for shield, in case you did not know that. Unless they get a nat 20, so... They didn't get a nat
Which
20.
I was waiting for it to be on the other foot. I thought, yeah, they both crit, actually.
In fact, one of them is a crit fail. As it swings its maul wide, it whacks into the other one. Idiot! Let's see, and it takes 11 damage.
Could use a bearskin rug.
Alrighty. Vezran, it is your turn.
Just a bit of clarification here. Have we identified the wereboar? Is that Salatar?
The werebear? He did jump down from the main hut. You can choose to ask him if you want. You know, shout across the battlefield. Up to you. I don't think you guys have in character identified that. Yes, that is Salatar.
I would like to call out and be like, Salatar, show yourself, please explain what the significance of this safe is so that we can stop this violence. And I want to be persuasive about it. But I'm not.
See what he
But I
rolls.
am not.
Could we say that I was helping her by trying to de-escalate the situation?
Sure, you can have advantage, Vezran. So you can
Okay.
roll
Sucker
again. And we'll take whichever one. We'll take the 9. Unfortunately, let me check his charisma real quick, because his charisma might be a minus. Oh, it's not. It's a +1. And you see this werebear shout, "No! I will slaughter you all for invading my camp and killing my kin."
Please,
Okay, so he's Salatar.
Yeah.
please, we may end peacefully. I wish not to harm them, but they left me no choice. I only ask that we end this now.
All right,
Persuasion?
Vezran. It's not your turn yet, so you can't go, unfortunately.
I was gonna say-
But Vezran, you can do something on your turn if you so choose.
Yes. I would like to cast immediately forget what I wanted to cast. One moment.
All good, all good.
I am not close enough to hit anything.
You've got this guy. This were-tiger right in front of you.
Fair. All right. Let's do a little bit of inflict wounds here.
All right. Let's see. That I think that probably actually... Oh, you just missed.
Well, crap.
Is that all you can do for your turn?
I believe so, because I have spoken. I will cast. Can I move as well?
Yes.
All right. Let me move closer to Burrick. Can you move me? I am not proficient with Roll20.
All good, all good. For halfling, actually, I think halflings are one of the few small races that have the full 30 feet, which is neat.
25. My speed is 25.
Okay,
Oof.
I'll just move you back 5 feet. There. About there's fine. All right.
And yes, that's I believe that's all I can do for now.
Burke, you're up.
I'm going to go to the middle. I'm going to point my halberd at Salutar. Salutar! Fight me!
I will rip the flesh from your bones.
I will turn you into a bear pelt and lay you across my floor.
It's like in stereo. Alright, is that all you're doing?
Actually, I'm gonna go closer to the board and just, I guess, attack the board to help Mateo.
Let's see.
But I will be fighting the, well, I was actually more like right here. And okay. I was like right here. I think I got enough. Like I've got.
You can get to this
feet.
one.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get to that one then. And yeah, but yeah, I want to try and solo this guy.
Alright, go ahead and roll your attacks on this werebore.
Alright. Look, I'm pretty sure my halberd silver, so.
You hit.
Oh crap! It's not supposed to be vintage.
Either way, you
Plus
hit.
6. Yeah. And then on hit, I'm gonna also divine smite.
All right.
Actually, no, I'm gonna save that for Salutar.
Gotcha.
So it's just gonna be regular halberd hit.
All right. Since it's silver, that does full damage and does not just not do anything.
And I'm gonna swing with my halberd again. Where is it? Oh.
11. You hit.
Oh, nice. 27 total damage, and it's not non-lethal. It's full lethal damage.
Gotcha. Alrighty. Does that end your turn?
Yep. Oh, it's still alive.
Amber, what do you do?
I would just like to say, listen, we can all end this peacefully. Let's just sit down and talk, and no one else has to die.
Go ahead and roll persuasion, but let's see. How should I? Your allies, the actions your allies have taken have been violent. So you can roll persuasion, but take a, let's just say, disadvantage.
Is anyone giving me the help action?
I don't know if it's to be had. I have been knocking them out, but Burke's Burke's going full halberd on this guy here.
So help action or not?
You might have to go without it.
All right, fine. So I'll be a 17
Oh, nice one.
and 14.
And who are you trying to convince?
What's the...
Salutar?
Yeah, Salutar.
He roars and says,
If you all lay down your weapons, we may discuss possible resolution. But if you do not lay down your weapons, in the next 6 seconds, I will carve the flesh off of your bones.
All right, guys, should we?
It's up
This is
to
out
you.
of the game.
It's up to you guys.
We could, let's be honest, we could probably fold these guys pretty easily. But should we sit down our weapons and talk this through without killing people? Okay, I was able to convince them to if we lay down our weapons, we might be able to sell this without killing someone.
I'm here for that.
All right, let's put it to a vote. All in favor of laying down our weapons and trying to talk this out peacefully, say aye.
Aye.
All right, aye. All opposed, say nay. That wouldn't matter anyway because either way, we vote to lay down our weapons.
Well, I mean, in character, the characters can decide however they would like to act. If if Burrick wants to not lay down his weapon.
No. He wants to kill the leader. He wants a bearskin rug.
Okay. So you guys did kill 6 people. Counting here. And I have to... Actually, I can delete the numbers.
We can try to get them brought back to life. It'd cost us some money, but...
If only you knew some kind of cleric. Wait a minute.
I was gone for 3 minutes. Did I miss something important?
They want to not lay down the weapons. They wanna come to a peaceful resolution because Salatar said that if you all lay down your weapons in the next 6 seconds, so if you don't do any more attacking on your turn and just lay down your weapon.
But bearskin rug.
It's up to Burrick. If Burrick hears that and decides, no, I want to kill this guy, Burrick can do that. And Salatar will respect the decision of everyone who laid down their weapons.
Dang, I don't want to make the party mad, though. But...
We'll get you another bearskin rug, Burrick, I promise.
All right, Amber.
But it's not... Oh, sorry.
Amber, what do you do on your turn? You did just persuade Salatar to say if you lay down your weapons, he'll agree to stop.
Let's use my be on my bike, and I like to ride. Try to take my dash action on my bike.
You can if you so choose, but are you actively making it look like you are not trying to harm anyone?
Yeah, I like to slowly creep up on there while riding my bike.
All right. This guy, he does not take the opportunity attack that he normally would because you specified.
On my way, can I pick up a
Vezran? If Vezran would willingly like to hop on your bike to get ferried across the battlefield.
Sure.
All right, you hop along and are taken there. Does that end your turn, Amber?
All right, I guess so.
Teo, it is your turn. The wereboars are looking at you expectantly.
I turn the flames off. I say, ashes as the flame sort of flickers out on my hands, and I say, I'm at peace, guys. This guy's just asleep right now. He could be woken up, and I'll do what I can to fix the killing of your other compatriots as well. Just, I'm at ease. We're here for the safe. And maybe I'll walk over towards Salatar so that I can direct my talking to him. I approach slowly, cautiously, and I guess it's just my hands, but they've seen what these hands can do, so I'm just I'm keeping them up.
All right, does that end your turn?
He does.
See, this guy, he moves in about 30 feet. You know what? He'll take the dash action. He'll move up to there. So he's by Burke, and he's just... Actually, wait, no, he can't. Because he's frightened of Burke. He can't move any closer. Let me make his wisdom save. Oh, he succeeds. He's fine. Sorry, Burke.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Burke.
Salatar, he growls and does not do anything. That's slang for he readies an action. The wereboars snort. And let's see. This one moves over here. And they don't do anything. Vezran, what do you do?
I'd like to cast Calming Motions.
Ooh.
Hey, hey.
Is that a range? Is that a radius? I thought it was.
20-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose within range. It has to be within 60 feet of me.
Alright, what point would you like to choose? You have pretty much the entire battlefield.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Well, of a point you can choose. Let's see. Actually, could you get everyone alive? Yes, you could.
Let's get everybody alive.
Alright, what is the save?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Let me check your character sheet real quick. 16 is your spell save DC.
Okay.
And
I think it's a wisdom save for calm emotions. The only person with a +1 is the were type.
Wait. Oh. Is it not targeting me? Brock?
It's any creature in that 20-foot radius sphere.
Well, Brock's calmed down. Oh, so he's got. I want that werebear skin. Brock.
This were tiger is not affected whatsoever. He is like stalwart. You can feel it creep on him, and he just resists it because he freaking 20'd. And that werebear is not. That werebear is calmed. The other werebear is calmed. And let's see about Salazar. He's calmed.
Nice.
All right, Burke, what do you do? You are a bit calmer now.
I guess I put away my weapon for now and pout. No, where's Bear Stingrod?
All right, we are going to keep this initiative order and keep the turn that we're on, which would be Amber's, but we are out of combat for now. So I'm just going to remove the initiative order from the screen.
All right. Once again, I'm going to say, Salatar, what is up with this safe? What's going on? Tell us what's going on so we can try to, solve this without any more violence.
I want what is in the safe.
Which is?
There is magic items of great power in there, and there is gold.
Listen. How about we make a deal?
I do not want what is yours. I want what is in the safe.
All right. What you said you want the magical item and money, correct?
Yes.
But this money's not going to last long. Eventually, you're going to spend it all. How about I get you a job?
What would I spend it on? All my people. 6 of them have been slaughtered.
Well, I mean, you can make more.
Eric.
We could also, talk to Eric. I'd be willing to pay some money to have your guys resurrected, as it was, my fault for at least 3 of them that they're statued. I'm very sorry about that.
How about this? We revive your entire village, everyone who died here, and you give us back safe.
But I want what is inside the safe. It is hard for me to obtain, since it is coated in silver.
What are you even...
I mean,
the safe is coated in silver.
Do you guys have the bell on you?
No one has the bell.
No.
You guys for real did not... Oh my.
Why do you want the safe back anyway? It is not yours.
Yeah, we're here to get it from the guys you took it from.
He has more shops, more safes.
Yeah, but whatever is in there is incredibly dangerous. And probably destroy half this continent dangerous.
It would be safe in my hands.
Really? Do you honestly believe that?
If someone tries to attack me, I would be forced to use it. If someone tries to come in and perhaps maybe say, slaughter my villagers!
Listen, you guys.
I'm not sorry for that. Oh, sorry.
Listen. You guys could barely handle us as a team. You can't even pick up the safe because it's made out of silver.
It's just hurt my werewolves, that is all. They were able to carry it.
Listen, if we return the safe, I can try and convince the owner to give you the item which is inside, and no one else has to get hurt. And we can just end this peacefully.
Go ahead and roll persuasion.
Help action?
Not sure you'll need it.
$16.
Yeah, he... Fine. You may take the safe back.
Alright. Alright, go over there and I try picking up the safe.
You are unable to do so.
Okay, how are we going to get this thing back? I haven't built my device.
I'm gonna try and pick it up.
Well, let me check.
Do I roll strength?
I'm checking the werewolf strength. 15, that's not too bad. You can go ahead and roll strength, Burke.
Yeah, I have
Can
a
I
belt
help
of hill
you?
giant strength, so that'll probably help.
It's heavy. Very
I'll help Burke. Can I give him the help action?
Absolutely. Burke, you have advantage.
I'll just get on the other side of it, you know.
Alright. And strength again.
You're able, you and Mateo are able to hoist it up. It is very heavy.
Is it around 500 pounds?
Probably somewhere up there.
Is it around 500 pounds?
Sure.
So it's 500 pounds.
Okay.
Alright, cast levitate on it.
Alright. Levitate is magic, and it works. Wait. Oof, now I have to think like Bob Noblin. What do you magically charmed? This? Not against the levitate. So it works. Your levitate does sag a little because of the weight of this thing.
Alright. I would like to get on my bike. And I tell I don't think you can fit on here while I'm carrying the safe.
I mean, you could tie it to the back and tow it behind you.
Fine, I can walk.
Can my bike handle that?
I mean, I also kind of trying. Well, I guess you can't really tie it to my horse.
And I have
don't think there's like
truck
a
yet.
carriage.
You guys
Is there
could
like
tie
a
it to both of them. That might work.
I was gonna ask if there's like a car or something nearby that we can probably use.
Roll a d20 for luck.
Just straight D20.
Yeah. That's how I do luck, is just a straight d20.
Alright. Come over. There.
No.
Screw it. Can I make one?
Just out of the stuff you have here,
Yeah, the miscellaneous items.
go ahead and roll me intelligence, wisdom, some sort of crafting skill.
Yes. Well, let's see
I have
here.
carpenters. Maybe I can assist you.
Yeah, Mateo can help you if you so choose.
I also have does the cart technically count as a land vehicle?
Yes.
Because that's part of my tool set.
Okay, yeah. Then you can have proficiency, and you have a help action from Mateo, so you have advantage.
Alright, so what should I roll? Wisdom.
You can roll, even though it's not magic. I know your Arcana isn't low, so you can roll Arcana
Alright. Arcana with advantage.
I guess see if you're at 20.
I also so I have my +4 proficiency, so that's about 23.
You're able to make a pretty good cart.
Alright.
And together, your bike and Berwick's horse can pull it.
All right, I like to use levitate to sit it on the cart.
All right, the cart feels the weight, but is able to keep itself up.
All right, Larry, you can do this. Come on.
All right. And I presume, where are you guys taking it back to the pub or back to the store?
Store, I think.
Yeah, the store.
Alrighty. I'll drag you guys back over to the store. Bob Noblins.
I'm gonna ring the bell. Oh.
Let me drag you guys all to the entrance real quick.
Yeah.
Amber. And Ezrin.
Or is anyone else want to ring the bell before I do it?
Let me put him on GM. Yeah, if you guys want to... You're able to stop and push the cart into the shop.
Bob, we're here.
No one is...
Bob, we're finishing safe.
No one is... You hear no response.
Mr. Knob.
Bell.
Mr. Knob.
As you
sorry.
ring the bell... Now I got it. Player token. And that's why you should always... Hello there. Bob Doblin, professional hobby. Oh, it's you.
Is this your safe?
That is my safe.
Sorry, I was surprised you were talking.
And he casts levitate on it, and he levitates it over to the counter and puts it back in. And he opens it. Everything is here and accounted for.
Can I try and peek what's in the safe?
As you try to peek over the counter, he says, Nope.
Please?
I said no.
Okay.
By any chance, are you perhaps selling one of those items?
Well, I usually try. Usually, items like these only go to fairly important people. People who I know have clearly vetted that they won't use it for something wrong. For example, the item in here, pretty tough.
I mean, didn't he agree to give us each one item of our choice?
Yes, he did.
You did agree to give us one item of our choice. And it seemed pretty bad that Devil goes back on his word.
Well, would you like the Amulet of the Lycan King, then?
I think that's the item that the werebear wanted. But that's just a guess. What does it do?
Well, it has the power to transform anyone you touch. Well, they can try to resist it, but anyone you touch can be turned into a lycanthrope. No biting required.
Wait, so that man can basically start a pandemic of werewolves to take over the entire...
See why I have it in a safe?
Does that mean I can get a werebear skin rug now? Like, can we kill him?
Yeah,
Oh, I probably wasn't supposed to say that, was I?
I don't care what you did with him. I'm just happy you're glad you got my safe back.
got any other items?
Oh, I have magical items galore, my friend. For example, I've got a bag that when you pull out from it, it will pull an item from anywhere in the multiverse that it deems important to your situation. I've got a ring that allows you to attune yourself to an extra item.
Why did I get...
Cough,
Why does that
cough.
sound so familiar?
I don't know.
By any chance, may I have to look at that ring?
He reaches into a chest. No, don't need that. No, you stay there, Fluffy. And he hands you the ring.
I've heard about this ring, but only in legends. It
Wow.
said once put on, it can bond to the person's very soul.
If you want it, it's yours, my friend.
How much will you be selling?
Well, you can have it for free. Since you did the job.
All right, I'll put down. I'll think about it. Got any other items? Like, what do you think will be good for a sorcerer?
Well, let me think here. I've got the Eye of the Lightning Lord. It goes into where one of your eyes used to be, and it allows you to get struck by lightning, start storms, things like that.
I feel like that will be great for me since I'm a blue dragon. But
Decisions.
All right, what do you guys think? Should I get the ring or the eye?
You have shot yourself before, so yeah, it might help with minimizing any damage from that.
All right, so the ring and the eye are the only things you got?
Well, I have plenty of more objects, but your friends are also here.
All right, I think I'll take the eye.
Here you go. And he reaches into a chest and he hands you the eye.
All right, can you give me like a description of what the eye does later?
I will type it up and send it to you in Discord DMs.
All right.
Want me to put it in for you?
No, I got.
Miles.
No, I got some guys at the Artificers Guild that might be able to put it in for me.
You're no fun.
Wait, does the eye allow me?
What did you ask?
Will the eye allow me to see?
You can see out of it just fine. It's a magic eye.
All right, thanks. How much is it for the ring?
Let's see. I think it's last I had it was 5,000 gold.
How about a trade?
For what?
I give you the designs for a weapon in exchange for the ring.
I can't do much with designs, I'm afraid.
Are you sure? Because with these plans, you could level an entire city.
I feel like I just got in the safe.
Let me see.
Are you gonna make me arms dealer now? Arms dealer?
Do you hand him the designs?
All right, I am the designs for the Hellfire, not the new one.
I'll shave 2,000 off the price.
So 3,000.
Yes.
All right, deal.
He takes the designs and he hands you the ring.
I tell him, remember, these could change the entire history of war.
That's why I'm keeping them. Alrighty. Thank you very much. Next. Who wants to be next?
Sweet.
What do you have for a paladin?
A paladin. Well, what kind of things do you do, my friend?
I deal holy damage to undead. Well, to anything really.
He looks closer at your necklace. Oh my goodness. Have you been using that properly?
What do you mean?
Well,
just-
when you get angry, because those are Yunogu's fingers, I presume,
Yep.
you should be having spectral flails come off of your blades and deal an extra out of character 1d6 necrotic damage to whatever you attack. Deal an extra bit of damage.
Alright. I thought this just allowed me to commune with the Nolgar.
He kind of flicks his hands, and you see the fingers glow a black light. Well, those should work now. I won't count that as your free magic item, though. Instead, since you're so holy... see, don't want that. No, don't need that. That's too powerful for a child to have. Aha! The Ring of the Holy Redeemer.
Okay. What's it do?
Well, with this ring, it makes sure that every time you deal that holy damage that you paladins are so known for, it is as strong as it can be.
Wait, so I get max damage on smites?
Yes. Exclusively smites. No other radiant damage.
That's fine. That is absolutely fine. I'll take it.
Here,
Also, in case you're wondering, I cut these fingers off myself.
glad you're still alive. Let's see, I will... That does require attunement.
Yeah, I'm...
See, I know
What
I've given you
causing-
something... the Ring of the Holy Redeemer. See, I know I've given you something unbelievably broken as I said it. But now I get to balance for that unbelievably broken thing. Alrighty, who's next?
I think
You
I'm
can
the only
go
one
first.
left.
And Mateo.
Go ahead,
You can
Theo.
go first. No, please. I said I would go last, actually.
Well, I actually really don't have any idea what I might like.
Well,
Bob, do you have any suggestions of something to aid a cleric?
well, I could give you something healing. I've still got this bag that, when you pull from it, will pull anything out of the multiverse it can find that it believes relevant to your situation and helpful.
Which I find incredibly amusing. Yeah, all right, I'll take the bag of useful things.
All right. He real quickly pulls out a bottle of scotch to celebrate, and then he hands you the bag. So that won't count as the once per long rest, but once per long rest you can reach into the bag, and with a D100 roll that will determine how. Well, actually no, I'll just make it a D20 for luck. You roll a D20 for luck, and whatever you pull out will be, like, for example, if you rolled a nat 20, you would get the most useful thing you could find for the situation you are in. If you rolled a nat 1, you would get something that's helpful, but kind of garbage.
Like Miraculous Ladybug.
I have never watched that show.
I'm sorry, my daughter watches it all the time.
All good.
Wait, so you have a kid?
No, I've got 17. No, just, yeah, I do. I've got a daughter, yeah.
Oh, remember that I used to watch that show?
No, it's actually a very good show. It's got some good stuff going on. We all
Yeah,
like a
really
magic
liked
girl.
it.
Then I kind of stopped because, wait, we're getting off topic. Let's get back to it.
Yeah, sorry.
And you, my friend, final one up for the free item.
Well, sir, I also, I don't want for much usually, but I'm open to suggestions. You seem to have a well-versed knowledge of magical items and people in the sport. I'm something of a magic man myself, but I'm also a pugilist, I guess.
An eye for runes.
Oh yeah, and runes. Yeah, that's right. You can probably see them all over my clothes and my hands and such. I do a lot of research into them.
Well, let's think here. You punch people a lot.
So, sometimes I try not to, by the way. Sometimes I get ahead of myself, but in retrospect, I'm thinking about it and I'm like, oh man, like that probably wasn't very nice.
Say, would you
What if
care
they
for
killed
something
you?
stealthy?
You know, maybe I guess maybe if you've got a couple ideas, and then I'll just like listen to them, and then we'll chop it in.
Well, let's see. The first one I've got is this ring. It was Strahd's first wedding ring. Don't tell him I have this.
Who's
Crafted
Strahd?
by...
Okay.
Exactly. Crafted by Sarak himself. This puts you into a demi-plane of the ethereal plane. So even those with their fancy little true sight can't see you when you wear it. And you can step through objects, all the fun stuff.
Okay, a bit foreboding, but I get where it's going. I like the idea. The names, though, those seem like bad guys. I don't.
Unfortunately, they are the only people who can see you, but you shouldn't be interacting with them much.
Shouldn't be and much. Okay, I'll hold on to that one. How about the next one, Bob? Because that one was less reassuring than all of your other suggestions for literally everyone else.
Let's see. The Cloak of Ereval. This was a pretty stealthy guy I knew once. It encloses you in shadows and makes it so
Okay.
you're... And it gives you the ability to...
That's what I was thinking.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
Is this a plot punching item?
It encloses you in shadows, and it allows you so you can have that fancy true sight while you're wearing it, while the hood is up.
Oh, that sounds interesting. Much less ominous.
Let's see, I have a non-stealthy item here for you. It's the, Braces of the Wind King. No, the Wind. I'm thinking of some kind of title to put onto this. The Wind Walker.
Oh, Windwalker?
Yes, these braces allow you to walk on air. And they make you twice as fast.
Oh my gosh, that's like half of my shtick. uh, mm. Okay, so the ring is scaring me. So Mr. Noblin, I appreciate you looking at me and saying that this seems like a guy who could handle such an important item. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't want the smoke with Strahd or Therak. They they can stay in their space. I don't want to be in their space. Um, the cloak, though, the cloak does sound interesting. You said it lets you like be cloaked in darkness and gives you true sight.
Yes.
Hmm. I think I mean, dang. Stealth is one of my weaker areas, but I won't lie to you if I didn't say that I've got a need for speed. Ah, fuck it. You just got to lean into it. I'll take the bracers of wind
Alright, the Bracers of the
and
Windwalker.
wait, the Windwalker. I'll
Yeah.
write that down. Are they like covered in runes of any sort? Are they like,
Yes, they
is
are
that why?
covered in... Let me pull up the 5e elemental language. They're covered in Orin runes.
Oh man. Well, I'll have a time researching those. Do they require attunement?
They do.
Okay.
And they double your speed while you're wearing them. They also make your speed as well. You can fly speed, and instead of, Supermaning it, looks like you're just walking on nothing.
Real Wusha heard. I'm all crouching tiger, hidden dragon when I'm up in the sky, guys. with my flaming fist, actually. Wow, Bob. I, you know, I didn't really think I needed stuff, and I usually say that, but it's hard to imagine life going on without this now in my life. Thank you. A new thing to study. I really appreciate that.
Hey, I appreciate you all getting my safe back. I did not want this amulet or this money falling into the wrong hands.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of stuff in hands, I got this fire sword that I don't really need anymore. Would you be interested in buying that from me?
Flame tongue, I presume?
Yeah, but it's got this really nifty hellfire twist.
Oh, Hellfire Flame Tongue. Useful against demons? How much do you want for it?
Oh, well, Mr. Noblin, seeing as how you did me a real solid with these swift bracers here, I am willing to meet you on your terms. So I'm sure you'll suggest a fair price, and being the kind of guy I am, I will oblige.
1,000 gold.
Hot damn, Mr. Noblin, I'm sure you'll make a good profit on it. 1,000 gold's good for me.
Alright, he levitates it into a chest behind him. Sure, I'll use that later. And before you all go, there is one matter that we do have to get rid of, isn't there?
Oh yeah, this gosh darn skull. See, it was probably influencing my mind to try to get me to forget. Good job, Mr. Noblin. Good job. And I walk over and I step over this way and I start to well, I bring out the skull. Are we doing this here? I start to like bring it out and I'm like, is this a here or do you have like a dungeon
One
or
second.
something?
He walks over to the wall and he takes out a piece of chalk and draws an archway. Okay. And he makes a little circle in the middle and he writes some sort of rune in Celestial. Astral
Can I keep
plane?
that? Can I?
Do
Can
you understand Celestial?
I? No, common elvish giant. Nope.
Well, you can roll me an Arcana to see if you can understand what it says.
Or maybe not even understand it. I'm just looking to remember its structure.
Oh,
That's
you
right. So
can
like I can research. I'll be open to research it later on, you know.
you can do
I'll
What are
that
you
still
guys
make
just
my
talking
fine.
about?
Yeah,
well maybe I do.
you're able to memorize it.
Sweet, sweet. I'll
But
keep that down
you
for
asking?
What's up,
he
Amber?
was he was
Were you asking, Mateo?
Uh, they're getting rid
Mateo
of the
was
skull.
basically getting rid of the skull, yeah, but the runes that he was using to create this teleportation circle. I'm just always interested in the magical components being used, you know what I mean? The runic work of it all. So I just try to take note of the symbols that he was drawing just so I know what's related. Maybe I do some research into it. I have this odd summoning dagger as well, so the more components to summoning knowledge I have, the better.
All right.
I wonder if we can summon Bob with the dagger.
We totally could actually. Well, because I don't know if Bob's a believer, what he believes in. The dagger's pretty fluid though. Maybe I could. Hey Bob, can I have some of your blood too, bud? Not a lot, just a bit
Might I ask why?
for summoning purposes.
He rolls his eyes and he snaps his fingers, and you see popping out of the chest a small bell.
Oh, okay. You're not giving out your blood, Bob. I get it. I
If
get
you
it.
really need me, ring the bell. There is
Well,
one
yeah, we
in your
can.
pub, and I'd prefer if you summon me there.
All right.
Okay,
But if you
you'll summon me in the
must get my
battlefield.
if you must get my attention while you're out on whatever adventure you're doing, just ring that bell and I'll pop in somewhere.
I imagine when you ring it, it's like a little jingle of "Ring My Bell." You know what I mean?
Like from Anita Ward, I believe, is who wrote that.
Ah, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Can ring. All right. Now, the skull.
And I walk over and I start to unwrap it as I get to the circle.
All right.
You want me to just set it in the middle, Bob?
Just set it on the ground here.
Nobody look. I set it down.
And he taps the chalk, and you see the wall echo away, and the astral plane opens, and he says, "Everyone, hold on tight." As the skull gets sucked into the astral plane, and he very quickly uses the chalk and crosses over it, and the door slams shut. And I am just going to, and he rubs out the chalk, get rid of all of that evidence, prestidigitates it clean, and just for good measure, he sets the chalk down and stomps on it. There we go.
And I want to be clear that I don't know where it was going. All I was interested in are the components of teleportation and like, the rune and celestial that he drew. Sourcing of the magical power that's such. But I was not trying to glean the location of where it was going at all.
Yeah, all good. All right, I believe
Well.
that is every piece of business we have, unless someone would like to try to buy anything else from my shop.
I still have a question. How do I make more of those beads?
Right, these pieces of garbage. Well, I can make more for you if you'd like. I still remember when they were made all those years ago.
He also teach me how to make them.
Okay, you're gonna want to cast the spell Lightning Bolt. And you're gonna want to have... He reaches into the chest. Velociraptor, no, I don't need you, Spark. He takes out a small scroll. You're gonna want to say this when you cast the spell Lightning Bolt, and it's an incantation in some... It's an incantation in a... It's in common, but I don't feel like writing an incantation right now. Is what we're saying.
Alright.
You're gonna want to say this when you cast it, and cast it on a bead made of solid obsidian.
How much is obsidian?
Well, I mean, people can pretty much make it on demand, so it's probably like... For a bead of obsidian, it's probably like 3 copper.
Alright. How many times... You said I need to get the bead of obsidian. When I cast lightning bolt, I say the incantation. How many beads of obsidian can I say it on at the same time?
1 lightning bolt goes into 1 obsidian.
So, if someone
Doesn't matter if you've got them all lined up in the area of the lightning bolt, it'll only go into 1 bead.
Will my staff of power also help out with that?
If you casted lightning bolt from it, it would just work the exact same way.
Alright. Can I also transfer other spells into it?
You can transfer pretty much whatever spell you want into it. You could transfer True Strike into it. Why you do that, I'm never sure, but I know someone's done it. These things are pieces of garbage. They'll hold any spell, but they'll not hold them well. They cannot hold any spell higher than its original intended power level.
Alright.
I say under my breath, True Strike is pretty good now, actually.
Did they rewrite it for
yeah.
5.5?
It's so good now. Well, no, I wouldn't say so good, but it's a good cantrip.
It's useful now?
Oh yeah, it's a good blade. It's a blade trip now.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Have you guys heard about the new 2024 rules? I read about my sorcerer class. I hear they're giving me basically a sorcerer version of rage. And I'm getting more dragon-related spells with my character.
I mean, if we decide, if I look over 5.5 and we decide to change everything over, we could. For now, we're using 5e, which before anyone says, but isn't 2024 5e and that's 2014 5e? I don't care that Wizards of the Coast is saying it's not 5.5. It's 5.5.
Actually,
It's 5 No, I get you, man. Sorry to take us off track with the True Strike. I was just very pleased with the change.
how about we just? All right, got an idea. How about we call 2014 rules 5e and 2024 rules PH 2020.
I just call it 5.5 because when there was 3rd edition and then there was 3.5, that's how it worked.
All right, fine. That's how we will call it. There's now 5.5.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Well, shall we make our way back to the Derelict?
All right. Oh yeah, before we left that place, I also would like to ask the werebear something.
Way back when, what did you ask him?
Can I have a little bit of your blood?
He says no.
All right, fine. But can you do me a favor?
What is that?
Can you bite me on my arm?
Are you sure? I'm asking you as
Yeah.
the DM. He
All right,
bites you. Roll a con
Werebear-
save.
Werebears roll up. Werebears are chaotic,
Chaotic good.
meaning as long as you feed me honey at that time of day, I'll pretty much just stay there. So, also, how did they get control of their beast forms?
There's a set of rules for lycanthropy. If you choose to embrace it, you can just change whenever you want. If you choose not to embrace it, you change at a full moon.
What happens if I take the wolf's DNA that we killed, I can just become a wolf whenever I want.
Ring of Telekinesis, is that an official 5e item?
So I'll
Pretty
be
sure.
I'll be part wolf, part dragon, part human.
How much would a bag of holding and a portable hole cost? Oh,
Uh,
nothing bad.
500 for a bag of holding, and I think the same for a portable hole.
What did we say the bag of holding was?
500.
Okay, then yeah, that's what.
Yeah, I was joking. Do you know what happens? to a
Yeah,
bag of
I
holding
remember. It
and
opens a wind portal into the astral plane. Let's see, Ring of Telekinesis.
I'm not actually gonna do that. That is a horrible idea.
Telekinesis. Okay, that's not too bad. That's probably because it's a very rare item. That's probably only 500 gold.
Really? Well, do you have one on hand, sir?
Yes, I do.
Well, I'll gladly shell out 500 gold for such a wonderful item.
He
I
hands you.
can't use it on people. It's
It's useful.
very useful.
He hands you a Ring of Telekinesis.
Oh, by the way, how
Is
many?
it?
Does he sell legendary items? Like a Belt of Storm Giant Strength, for example.
He sells.
Also, what?
Here, Joiner. Amber? What do you need?
What's the rarity for the eye he gave me?
Legendary.
Also, does it give? Oh, it's a legendary item. Sweet. Also, does it give me some plus to my stats?
It's just, you have immunity to all lightning damage. You can cast Call Lightning once per long rest, and once per long rest, you can reflect the lightning damage that you would have taken from something back, and as if you had no resistance or immunity to it.
All right. I'm just asking, does it give me a plus to my AC?
No.
It just feels weird that a legendary item just gives me.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this normally. I do not deal with item rarities often. If that feels like that's not what a legendary item should be, I can knock it down to a very rare.
All right.
Because
Let me get writing this up.
you didn't know, I made all of these items up right on the spot.
I mean, for items that you literally just made up right now, not bad.
Bob Noblin is the I want a homebrew item, Goji. Can you please make one?
Ah, okay.
Does he sell Belt of Storm Giant Strength?
Yes, he does.
How much?
It's a legendary item. What's a legendary item supposed to cost? $5,000 to $10,000.
Oh.
That's
I
a
would have
lot for a.
3,000.
That's a lot for a item that just raises your strength.
To 30. That's like a plus. That's a king modifier to strength.
No, it raises it to 23.
I thought it was 30. I don't know.
Let me pull it up
Look,
again.
you know what? Yeah, I'm fine with my Belt of Hill Giant Strength. And I have it that he actually won it by beating a hill giant in a wrestling contest.
Nice. All right, do you all head back to the Derelict?
Indeed.
Yep.
I don't know about everybody else. Veteran, did you want to buy anything else? Anything on your mind? No?
Mm-mm.
Not that I can think of.
Send up.
All right. Bob Noblin is not there. I'll just put him on GM layer, because in case you guys ever want to get him back, that way we don't have to jump through maps. He can just show up, because you've got the bell. Kremlik looks at you and says, "Have fun, did you?"
I almost got a werebearskin rug.
Bob's insufferable, ain't he?
No, it wasn't because of Bob. It
Good.
was because of this asshole. He points to Mateo. It's because of this asshole.
Hey, what did I do?
I wanted a werebearskin rug.
You'll find
And
another
you said
one.
God could kill
Lycanthropes
him.
exist. You'll
Yeah,
eventually be
probably.
able- You can probably buy one.
Like, I'd probably just leave it in here. A place where it look really nice. I don't really have a place of my own right now.
Bob and I used
really
to
coming
work
around.
together. He's no fun.
What? Why not?
Well,
That's pretty
you all interacted with him for a little bit. I got to interact with him every day for 3 years.
Yeah, fair. You probably know him more than we do.
That I'm Bob Noblin, professional hobgoblin. Gets a little old after a while.
I like pleasant people, but I get it.
I'm
Alright, and as all of
It's looking
you...
pretty nice in here, Trent. The renovations seem to just come along nicely. It seems like there's more people, same amount of people as usual, but feels nicer.
Here, I'll pull up some... Look, there's a Dragonborn.
Look, business is up. A toast to Kremlik.
Oh, you all should
Oh.
have.
Hey, without you, I wouldn't have met these guys. And these recent fun adventures.
And I go over to Eric real quick, and I'm like, "Hey, Eric. So we got a little hasty on our last adventure. There's some lycanthropes that probably need to be brought back to life. Are you capable of that? Is that something that we could
I can
we
do
could get?
it.
Oh, Eric, why are you sounding all dried out, man?
That's how
I
he always...
You need some water?
I can do it. I can bring back the lycanthropes.
You usually sound like you've just got a little bit more life left in you. I don't want to send you over there if you're just gonna like, like pass out on the way or something.
Oh no, I'm fine. I just need a. He takes a drink. There we go. That's better.
All right, yeah. I mean, yeah. There you go. You sounded like a little healthier. I thought Eric was about to just kick the bucket on us right now, dude. Um, but no. So yeah, you know what, Eric? I'll gladly come with you as well, just to make sure that these lycanthropes don't turn heel and just start chomping on you.
All right. As you agree to do that and everyone settles back into the pub, we are going to call it for today. I would like to thank everyone for watching, and I would like to thank everyone for playing. Have a great night.